Hello, you sleepy lot. Is it bedtime already and the kids have been bothering you for a bedtime story? Well, you can't resist them, can you? So, here I want to read you a little snippet of a book that's just been uploaded to Amazon's Kindle. It's an ebook, it's a very short 2,000 word ebook, so it's perfect for bedtime reading. And I want to read you a snippet of the story The Adventures of Loafy Lion and Friends. A long time ago, well, more like last week actually, there lived a pride of lions in Africa, a land far, far away, unless of course you actually live in Africa, in which case it's really quite close. Africa, if you look at one of those revolving globes, is that large country that looks like an upside down ripe pear about to fall to the ground. It is hot, really hot by day, chilly at night, and has miles upon miles wide open spaces full of wild animals. The wildest of these animals was a particular pride of lions that lived in the southeast of Africa in the Kruger National Park in the foothills of the Drakensberg Mountains. Animals in Africa hunt and kill other animals for food. They're taught hunting skills by their parents, and that's just the way things are. In a family or pride of lions, it is often the female lion which does the hunting, whilst the male lion usually just lies in the shade, scratching himself, waiting for his dinner to be brought to him. Not a bad life, really. Now, dinner could be antelope, wildebeest, impala, or zebra, all very tasty. The male lion is a large, ferocious, regal animal with a great golden shaggy mane, and there was no finer specimen of lion in the whole of Africa than Loafy the lion. Now, Loafy belonged to a pride of lions that were so proud of him because he was simply the best. The lionesses all fancied him rotten, and all the small lion cubs thought he was brilliant because he had let them clamber all over him as he dozed in the shade of a tree, sheltering from hot daytime sun. However, Loafy had one fault, which was the fact that he was so lazy. I suppose that's how he got his name. He would just loaf about all day, dozing, scratching and swishing his tail at any offending flies that dared come near him. He never went out to hunt, ever. Even male lions in other prides were known to occasionally stir their stumps when the day had got cooler and bring home the odd antelope or two, but not Loafy. At first the rest of the pride thought it was because he was so regal. Then they thought it was because he might be ill. Then finally they all agreed it was because he was just downright lazy. And one evening the pride of lions held an emergency meeting to talk about Loafy. They decided that extreme measures had to be taken, and they elected Loafy's mate, who was called Feline, or Fee for short, to go and give Loafy their ultimatum. Now Fee warily approached, as Loafy was after all a pretty large lion, and the news that she carried was not good. Loafy, said Fee nervously. As you know, she said quietly, the pride have just held a meeting about you. Loafy opened one eye, and Fee backed away a few paces, but continued, the pride has decided they're no longer proud of you, as you never go out hunting to bring home food. Loafy now opened both eyes, but still did not stir and continued to listen. Therefore, continued Fee, now talking from behind a nearby boulder, the pride is giving you a final chance. Unless you go out hunting to bring back some food, you are to be expelled from the pride, never to return, finished Fee in a faint, far-off voice, as she was now quivering, hiding halfway up a tree. Loafy swished his tail and started to growl, a low growl that built up to a deep-throated roar that seemed to boom throughout the whole of the African plains. There followed a deathly silence as every animal froze in fear. Then, to everyone's surprise, well, I'll leave it there. I don't want to give away what happens to Loafy and the adventures that he has, but suffice to say, if you want to find Loafy's story, go to Amazon's Kindle in .com or .co.uk or any of the Amazon stores. Just type in Loafy Lion or type into your browser loafylion.co.uk, and you'll be able to download either to your Kindle or even to your PC or mobile phone, smartphone, a copy of Loafy Lion, The Adventures of Loafy Lion and Friends, and I hope you enjoy it.